Hello, Excel users and lovers. It's Marvin here from Digital Access Network. Today I'm going to share with you why I don't use pivot tables, but instead I utilize a lot of Power Pivot. Now, there's so many amazing reasons as to why it's always recommended to use Power Pivot while building data models and for cases where you have huge volumes of data. Okay, now today we are only going to focus on one reason as to why it's good to use Power Pivot instead of pivot table. Now, this is my data set here. It's an employee data. It mainly tracks the full name, the department, the gender, the age, and then the monthly salary. So over here to this side, I've built some pivot tables that show me my the departmental salary outlook. For example, this one tells me which department was given a lot of salaries, and then it also tells me the department that has few employees, so which is marketing. And then down here we have the allocation of these salaries per month. Okay, so when you look closely, you can see the movement of the salaries. So pivot tables have got this one limitation. So let's say we wanted to sort these departments in following this kind of order. Okay, we want to start with IT, followed by finance, like that. We have our own custom list. Okay, so let's also say that we wanted to sort this pivot table using a fiscal year. And fiscal year, I mean our month starts with July, okay, and then ending with June. So we want to see this report sorted in that way. Okay, yes, I know you would say there's this option. We have this option here where you right click, go to sort, and then more sort options, and then opt for manually. Manually in brackets, you can drag items to rearrange them. Okay, so when you click on OK, you can move, you can make IT first. Okay, so you can move IT to come number one. Let me move human resource. Okay, IT probably followed by engineering, IT followed by engineering, something like that. So we have that, but the challenge with it is this. So let's say we wanted to build another pivot table. Okay, let's say we wanted to build another pivot table. Let me insert one. So from table or range, existing worksheet, and drop it here, and then click on OK. So I replot for the department. Now, the moment I drag the departments here, pivot tables tend to sort the list alphabetically depending on the sort order that we have. Okay, so however much you sorted it in the way that you wanted, pivot tables keep on sorting in the way that they want. Okay, so that's one reason why I use Power Pivot. So let me remove this. Okay, so we are going to sort our data based on these two criteria. For the departments, we want IT to be 1, we want finance to follow, sales like that. Then for the months, we want to sort them based on our fiscal year, which starts on 1st July and then ends on 31st June. So how do we do this? Now, I'm going to get this data set into Power Pivot. So I will click anywhere in the table, come over to Power Pivot, and then add to Data Model. So it takes a few minutes, and then my table is added in the data model. So I will go back to Excel and then bring these two dimensional tables also. So click inside any table, head back to Power Pivot, add to data model. So we've also added our department table, and then head over back to Excel, getting our months. Okay, click here, Power Pivot, add to data model. So now we do have all our three tables. Now the reason why we do have extra tables is that these tables do our sorting. Okay, they have a sort order column that does our sorting. For example, for this, I would want to sort from smallest to largest. So the sort order will be applied, and then we shall have a pivot table that is sorted in this way. So we have to relate these tables for them to work together. So I'll bring my fact table. The fact table is a table that contains, you know, a lot of duplicates. And then we do have our dimensional table. So I will create a relationship, and how I've talked about relationships in my previous video. I carry my months to the months in my data B table. I also carry the departments and then drop them on departments. So I've created what we call a one-to-many relationship. Okay, so I head over back to data view, and then come to my fact table, but there's something different that I do. So I click over here. I'm going to add a calculated column. So I'll equals related. I use the related function because I want to pull in a column from a different table. So I want to get in the departmental table sort order. So I'll click on that and then close brackets. So related is a DAX function that goes in the department table and then pick out the sort order, and then it brings it into my data B table. So I'll give this column a name, department sort order, and then I will do the same thing for the months. Okay, so head over to my column, equals related. I need to get the sort order, the month sort order from the months table. So I'll click on the month sort order. I close the brackets. I click on enter. So we have the sort order for the months. Okay, so I double click here, months, give it a name, sort order. Okay, so after this, let's try to plot our pivot table. So we are going to see magic. So I'll head over to Excel, then head over to my Power Pivot. So what I do is I click in a cell where I want my Power Pivot to be placed, come over to Insert, Pivot Table. Now this is coming, this pivot table is from a data model. So I'll click there, yes, existing worksheet, and then I'll have my data here. So let me first have for department. Again, it is sorted like that because of one reason that we are going to see. So then I also carry the monthly salary there. Okay, so we are going to do something amazing. So I'll click over to this pivot table and then I'll head over to Power Pivot, then I click on Manage. Okay, now I'll come over to the department column and then come over here to under Home, Sort by Column. So I'll click on Sort by and then come and opt for, you guessed it right, department sort order. So I'll click on OK. So magic happens, some amazing thing happened behind Power Pivot. And then when I head over back to Excel, my departments have been formatted in this order. Okay, we start with IT, we go to finance, we go to sales, we go to accounting, and then we end with marketing. Okay, so this is what I wanted you to see. So let me also have a pivot table on the months, and then we appreciate Power Pivot more. So insert from data model, existing worksheet, yes. So head over to our fact table, we carry our months. Okay, again, because we've not yet sorted the column as per a certain column, Power Pivot arranges it in alphabetical order, but we are going to clear that within a few minutes. So scroll down to the monthly salary. Good. So we go back to our Power Pivot, manage, we look over for the months here, and then we come to sort by column. So on sort by column, we select month sort order, so I will select sort from smallest to largest. Okay, so head over back to Excel and the magic happens. You can see that we have July coming first and then we end with June. Okay, so this is what we wanted. So after that, we do some little bit of formatting, value field settings, number format, and then custom format. Okay, so because these numbers are huge, we wouldn't want them to appear the way they are on our line chart. Okay, so I will format this to put the numbers in millions and billions. Click on OK. Good. So they're now sorted like that. So let's also sort from smallest to from largest to smallest. Yes. So we don't sort the months because we want to view the line charts in this order. Okay. So after that, click in the pivot table, head over to these two dots, home, insert, head over to pivot chart, click on pivot chart. We want a line chart, and this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like. Okay, let me try to reduce it. So let's do the same for this report as well. Home, insert, pivot chart. Okay, we want a line chart, and this is how things moved. This is the trend. I love trend lines. Okay, so let's also do some formatting on our line charts. I want the data labels, they're very important. Data labels. Okay, so now we've managed to come up with this, and we've been able to use Power Pivot to come up with this amazing report. So now we can tell the movement of the salaries in line with our financial or fiscal year, and this is how things moved. We started with in July we had about 9.4 million. We went so low, I don't know what was happening. I think employees, all of them got fired, so we had the curve move, so high. So you can go ahead and have your heading. It's very important to have headings on your charts. So I'm going to call this the monthly salary outlook. Okay, so I'll call this the department salary outlook. Okay, so this is all for today. I hope you learned something new. Till we meet again. Bye.